Fact of the matter is, in the first world age, the human age, God saw the fall and rebellion of Satan in the first world age and heaven age, and lays responsibility on that rebellion of Satan in the third world age and heaven age. God had to give Satan and the angels in the first world age and heaven age a chance, free will of choice to rebel against God. And the same goes for Adam. He had to give them the choice to choose to serve God or not, even though he knew that the fall was going to happen. But all the sin, suffering of animals in the first world on earth, God knew that they were going to make that mistake and laid the burden solely on that rebellion in the first world age and heaven age. And then when he established the second world age and heaven age, sin would enter the world, and so God laid the burden of sin solely on Adam and Eve. And so that is, and all the sin before that and afterwards, God laid solely the burden on the rebellion of Satan and the third angels before, the sin of them before and after. God laid the burden, like I said, on him, and so he perceived those two falls would take place, and laid the burden solely on Adam and Eve, before and afterwards. Perceived the fall because he knew they would make the wrong choice, but he still had to give them free will of choice. So natural death did exist. So God destroyed election of the saints. So the fall happened, and so man and woman can barely, so they lost their free will of choice in the garden even when they made their own choice to choose death rather than life. And man became, fall happened, man became almost totally corrupted, wicked, sinful, evil, who can barely respond to the gospel or through the election unto salvation. We receive that free will of choice which served to free will of choice to sin or not to sin. And it's important to note that in the first world age and heaven age, the elect earned the right to be God's elect. In the first world age and heaven age, they earned the right to be God's elect. In the second world age and heaven age, they did not earn the right to be God's elect. In the second world age and heaven age, and the non-elect earned the right not to be God's elect. In the first world age, earned the right to not be God's elect, not to be God's elect in the second world age and heaven age, although they didn't earn the right to be God's non-elect in the second world age and heaven age. And the elect is made up of the elect and the very elect.